My GF25F and I26F have been together for 3 years. Our relationship has been rocky throughout the whole thing because of instability. We finally got stable and moved back to her hometown a few months ago. Before moving here, we were pretty much together 24/7 and were each other's only friend companion. This took a toll on my GF because she was used to having her friends around and not being stuck at home all the time. So when we moved to her hometown, she had all of her old friends back, plus some from her new job. She started going out a lot with people from work that I didn't know, and this caused more issues and stress, which led to days of arguments and us just growing apart some. We seemed to always come back to each other and ultimately realized that we were going to keep trying no matter what happens. During our relationship, we would talk about having a threesome, but never did it. It got brought up again recently as a joke, but turned into the real thing when her friend from work 32 memes was brought up in question. Me being the people pleaser I am and a bit curious, I mutually agreed with my partner that we can set up a threesome with her friend. He agreed, and we all talked about boundaries together very briefly. I just told him specific things that I did not want him to do to her and vice versa. I didn't really think about the scenario as a whole and didn't lay down more boundaries beforehand. The threesome happened, and during it was okay. Like, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. After it was over, we all got on the couch and my partner started cuddling with both of us and showing us both affection. I was under the impression that her friend would leave or at least sleep on the couch, but instead, they asked me if it was okay if he slept in our bed. I told them it wasn't okay with me. My GF stated that since our living room is cold at night and we don't have extra blankets, it only makes sense if he slept in our bed. So he did. The next morning I woke up and her back was on his front, and they were cuddled from the back while I was holding her from the front. I was very hurt by this and told my GF that I did not want them cuddling. She moved over, but he remained asleep on the bed. I got up and went to work, and they were still at our apartment. They both went to his house while I was at work to help him move things into his bedroom. I was upset by this because I didn't want them hanging out alone after we all did that. But she comes home after I get off work, and I barely give her attention, and I don't hug her, and she gets really upset, and it turns into a whole argument. She says that the only way this would be fun for her is if she has the freedom to be affectionate and spend time with the other person as well. I did not agree to this because I thought it would just be sex, but it turned into her basically dating us both. We were monogamous for 3 years together. After this argument, we all talk, and I tell them my hard boundaries on no hanging out alone, and he can only touch her while we're actively in the threesome. They agreed, and we decided to try it again. It was okay again, but after in the middle of the night I woke up and saw him sucking her chest while she was waking up out of sleep. And before I thought about it, I pushed him off of her very hard and cussed him out. The next morning was difficult because I felt bad for what I did, and both of them were pretty much mad at me. They said it was within the boundaries I set and that I shouldn't have been mad. I don't know if I'm in the wrong or not, but I just felt like I was being manipulated by them. After I pushed him, he decided to back away for a while and didn't come over for a few days. Today he came over to talk and we discussed boundaries again and even made multiple visual representations on paper to explain the boundaries. I agreed that they could hang out as long as no sexual things happen. I feel really dumb because after the talk, they went to his house to watch a movie and hang out. Should I just give it up now? Relevant comment. Blainfin Spains. She soft quit the relationship. Sorry. Halasan4118. Damn, your GF met a co-worker, became attracted to him, and figured out a way that she could F him repeatedly with your blessing. You're going to be pushed out of the relationship and you've helped open that door. Patrickles22. Wait. Hold up. After all this, they went to his house together to watch a movie and hang out. Update. Hey guys, I deleted my last post about the entire situation. BC, the comments were out of hand. It was very overstimulating for me. For those that don't remember my original post, my GF and I have been dating 3 years. We moved to her hometown a few months ago. We had a threesome with her coworker that basically turned into a one-sided poly relationship between her and him. Update. I talked to my GF about everything and how I felt. She understood and said that we don't have to do that anymore, and she can take some time away from their friendship. We have agreed to go to couples therapy and have a session tomorrow morning. Since the post, I have been having outbursts and acting crazy, and it's been causing her to be scared to be around me and hang out with this same coworker. He's teaching her how to play guitar, and she's spending time over his house until 10-11 p.m. every night. She swears nothing is happening. She just needs a safe place to go after work, since our apartment seems unsafe to her now. Last night, she came home a bit early because I asked her to, and we actually talked and things got better just a little bit. The relationship is still in the air, and I'm not sure if I trust that they aren't doing things behind my back. I also feel as though I'm being made to look crazier than what I am. BC, she's lied to me about him before and in general, and she too can be manipulative. I will discuss all of this in therapy with her and see what they say. As of now, no more threesomes have happened, and I have not seen her friend. When he brings her home, he parks far from the apartment, probably because he's scared of me. I have barely seen her, BC. We've been arguing a lot, and she's been at work or with him. When I do see her, she wants a little intimacy and to just go to sleep. It's never actually bonding or connecting. It's always sex and sleep. Wake up and work. It seems like there is hope with therapy, but outside of that, all hope seems lost. We still care about each other a lot, and we say that, but when we talk for more than 20 minutes, somehow, some way it turns into an argument. We'll let you guys know what the therapist says. Relevant comment, friendly Sam. So, she doesn't feel safe because you are reacting to her sleeping with her coworker. So, she goes to her coworker's place to have a safe space. That is truly messed up. You are in a toxic relationship. Move on. Self-inflicted. Have some self-respect, lady. D plus L plus K plus M. To start with, you need to learn to control yourself. Having outbursts and acting crazy is going to doom this relationship just as much as having a threesome with someone she has to see all the time will. It could also potentially land you in jail if things get out of control. Just statistically, it's almost always the end of a monogamous relationship when you bring another person into your bedroom. The few who can do it successfully pick a stranger neither of them ever has to see again. But to do this with a friend and coworker probably arose more from her attraction to this guy than any desire to get kinky with you. So yeah, you can try couples counseling, but ultimately, if she's not willing to cut this guy off and find a different job, this is probably winding down to her, leaving you to be with him in the monogamous relationship she didn't want with you. It's a cagey way to leave a partner for someone else and manipulate that first partner into believing they were an active participant in some way. Sorry she did this to you.